Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the body of a Kennewick man who went missing on New Year's Eve has been recovered. We've got the details. And one person has been hospitalized after being shot by a Yakima police officer.
And more mild conditions, beautiful temps as we enter the weekend. Sunny skies, low wind. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. The time is 5 a.m. on Friday, March 15th. I'm Jessica DeLal.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald in for Tiffany this morning. And
You're back.
I'm back.
Yay! We love to have you here.
Thank you so much. Every Friday, we wear red on Good Morning Northwest and Apple Valley News Now
Of course.
to remember everyone deployed, RED. So that's
Exactly.
If you ever wonder why we're always kind of matching on our Fridays, that is the reason.
We love wearing red. Red's
we love
great
red.
color.
Is a great color.
And Riley, it's been cold out there still.
Yes, it is.
I know it's
still
hot
cold.
during the middle of the day, but I am over these cold temperatures.
I know, and it's going to get a little bit warmer this weekend.
Okay.
Let's take a live look outside
Thankfully.
right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. Look at that, below freezing in the Tri-Cities this morning, 29 degrees. Feels like, 24 degrees this morning. We have a cold morning as we're talking about now, but clear and dry skies that are ahead, and 70s are on the way over the next couple of days, so there's a lot to look forward to. Let's take a look at our radar. Again, dry skies, no precipitation going on this morning. Few clouds that are making their way out of the area so far, so we're going to be pretty dry later on and clear. Temperatures right now just around freezing for a lot of us. 32 Yakima, 29 Tri-Cities, 35 for Walla Walla. Winds are also very low this morning. Nothing to worry about in terms of winds. Daily planner, lower 60s in the Yakima area, lots of sunshine, 62 in the Tri-Cities, and for the Walla Walla area, upper 50s for your day today. Have a fantastic Friday. I will send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. In Kennewick, a Kennewick man has been sentenced to federal prison for receipt of child pornography. 54-year-old Larry J. Halls of Kennewick pleaded guilty to receipt of child pornography and was sentenced to 6.5 years of imprisonment, followed by 10 years of supervised release after pleading guilty and following pre-sentence release. Halls violated court orders which were designed to keep the community and children in the community safe. That's according to officials. Court documents said Halls was not to be within 500 feet of any recreational facility, and Halls went to a mini golf facility, traveled to an unknown apartment complex, and left his home without approval from the U.S. Probation Office. Halls was taken back into custody of the U.S. Marshals Service while waiting for his sentencing hearing. And according to officials, Halls apologized to the judge during sentencing, but never apologized or showed remorse for what happened to the victims. And Bill number 1999 was signed into law by Governor Inslee yesterday, which makes it a crime to create fake pornography using images of real people.
This House Bill 1999, this makes it a criminal offense to disclose fabricated, intimate, or sexually explicit depictions of a minor. This legislation also creates a civil cause of action for adult victims of such an offense to seek damages when these explicit images are distributed without their consent and are harmful.
The bill received unanimous approval in both the House and Senate. AI has become a chief concern as pictures created with artificial intelligence are getting more realistic. The proposal is broad enough that it also covers traditional photo editing and potential future technology as well. And the Kennewick Police Department said Oscar Munice's body has been recovered. According to KPD, the 38-year-old was last seen alive on New Year's Eve. Investigators found Munice's body in the Horn Rapids Park off of State Route 225. And according to officers, 23-year-old Michael R. Golden was arrested in connection to Munice's disappearance. On Wednesday, March 13th, Golden pleaded guilty to murder in the second degree and was sentenced to 19.5 years in prison.
These cases are very intensive with resources. Sometimes it requires us to think outside the box and find resources we don't normally use. In this instance, our detectives worked diligently to try to locate the remains, and this morning was a result of that work.
Detectives also booked 54-year-old Carrie Golden and 33-year-old Coral Hernandez for suspicion of rendering criminal assistance in the first degree. All three are Kennewick residents. And a Kennewick drug dealer was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release yesterday. 61-year-old Kyle Keith Trapp of Kennewick pleaded guilty to possession with intent to distribute heroin and 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. According to court documents, a victim arrived to a Tri-Cities hospital bleeding and missing multiple teeth. He told police several people had beaten him and accused him of stealing drugs from Trapp. When investigators executed a search warrant at Trapp's house, they found 18 guns, including a ghost gun, and 300 grams of heroin and substances typically mixed with heroin when preparing it for distribution. In Pasco, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office said 1 woman has died after overdosing on fentanyl. According to FCSO, this is the 3rd overdose in the county in the last week. On Wednesday, FCSO deputies responded to a call for help in the area of North Road 58 in Pasco. And according to officials, 28-year-old Karina Cadango was receiving CPR at the time of the call, but was later pronounced dead at the scene. Detectives said they saw signs of drug dealing and found more than 6 ounces of fentanyl, leading deputies to arrest 34-year-old Vincent Garrison on suspicion of controlled substance homicide. Public defender clients in Franklin County are speaking out after new caseload standards were submitted to the Washington State Bar Association's Board of Governors. Franklin County Administrator Mike Gonzalez says the county will lobby the legislature next year, saying they simply cannot afford to pay anymore. He says this action cuts maximum caseloads by about 2/3 over the next several years. But Gonzalez says they've already had some help from local senators like Nikki Torres to lobby for change.
This is not a Republican or Democratic issue. It's really all of our issue, and everyone from the governor's office to Democrats to Republicans have all worked together to kind of try to come up with a solution. And I think we'll get there, because ultimately it comes to a fundamental right that every person has to have a defense attorney. And in particular in Franklin County, where we have a high Latino population and a high percentage of Spanish speakers that need indigent defense, it is even more important in Franklin County from an equity standpoint.
The new limits were formally adopted at a meeting of the bar's Board of Governors by a 12-1 vote on March 8th. 1 person was hurt after being shot several times by a Yakima police officer. Just after 7 a.m. Thursday morning, officers responded to a call near the intersection of Bowalda Lane and East Thornton Lane, where a stolen vehicle had been spotted. According to officers, the driver of the car took off, but they were not able to chase. Officers said the car stopped in a parking lot of an apartment building, got out of the vehicle, and ran. At that time, it was reported an officer with Yakima police shot at the person, and the person was shot several times and was taken to the hospital. Police claimed there was a firearm found in the area.
Per state protocols, we will be releasing weekly updates on this case. Probably, I would say in the next release in 7 days, we would release the names.
The Yakima Police Department said due to protocol, the officer who shot the suspect has been placed on paid administrative leave, and the Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit will be investigating. And YPD Internal Affairs Unit will also be investigating the use of lethal force. And Riley Fitzgerald returns now with a quick look at your forecast. Hey, Riley.
Hi, Jessica. More mild conditions today. A beautiful, clear weekend is here, but we've got to get through this chilly morning first. I've got more details coming up.
And still ahead, a controversial state education bill has made its way to the governor's desk, one that local education officials have already taken action on.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it going to look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have. We try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighty, Accident Injury Lawyers.
Good news. For years, Washington Realtors embraced some of the most consumer-friendly practices in the nation, putting fairness and transparency at the heart of the home buying process, providing clients with the duties of their real estate broker in the transaction, along with a written agreement explaining the cost of brokerage services, and receiving and signing this agreement up front. Now, these principles are not just industry standard, they're state law. Transparency in real estate, brought to you by Washington Realtors. Is your broker a realtor?
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In an education alert, LGBTQ history is one step closer to becoming part of the curriculum in Washington schools. The bill is currently on Governor Jay Inslee's desk. If signed, it would require education officials to update learning standards to include the histories, perspectives, and contributions of LGBTQ+ people. School boards would also be asked to adopt a curriculum that includes the perspectives and experiences of marginalized groups, including race and different socioeconomic backgrounds. The Kennewick School Board recently passed a unanimous resolution opposing this bill during a 9 a.m. special meeting. One board member abstained from voting, objecting to the last-minute nature of the meeting, and at this point, it does not impact the curriculum of the district. Also, 6 Massachusetts teens were suspended and will face charges after alleged racial bullying at their school. Prosecutors say the online hate and bullying was done via the online platform Snapchat and included hateful and racist comments, including notions of violence against people of color, racial slurs, derogatory pictures and videos, and a mock slave auction directed at 2 other students. 13 and 14-year-olds are 8th graders at Southwick Regional School.
I put her into a school system hoping that they would take care of her and they would protect her. If they have this level of hate in them now, at this tender age of 13 and 14, it worries me.
According to the DA, all 6 will be charged with threatening to commit a crime. 2 will be charged with interference with civil rights. 1 will face a charge of witness interference, and the cases will be handled in juvenile court. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Pacific Northwest Christian School may have found a permanent home after moving 7 times in the last 2 decades. And looking outside, temperature is cold, 29 degrees, but feels like 24 degrees. Turn your heat heaters on, whatever you call them. Riley Fitzgerald will have more details in that first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Idol is serving up the best season yet. Loved it. And Sunday, the fan favorite returns
6 years later
for another chance at stardom.
This is a really weird plot twist.
American Idol, new Sunday on ABC.
I've been with US Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. So they asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers, like up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, do you think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Introducing Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Exclusive offers just for our customers. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
This weekend, March Mania is on at More Furniture. Get store-wide sale pricing, including our best sellers and newest arrivals. And you can save big when you take an extra year of special interest-free financing on your purchase. You get the furniture you love today on sale and with an extra year to pay. This weekend, visit morefurniture.com or your local showroom for details.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. It is chilly out there this morning. 29 feels like 24 in the Tri-Cities so far. What's ahead? We've got this cold morning, but clear and dry skies that are going to be bringing some warm conditions on the way, and also 70s on the way starting early next week. Let's get straight into it. We've got not a whole lot of precipitation happening on our first alert radar. No rain happening. Few clouds that are making their way out of the area so far. On our futurecast, if you saw it yesterday, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to let it roll and see exactly how much rain, how many clouds we're going to get over the next couple of days, because as we can see, it's moving and it doesn't look like it's changing. So we're going to be seeing basically unrelenting sun for the next couple of days, and that does bring some great temperatures, but it does bring the risk of avalanches, especially in our backcountry mountainous areas. Moderate to considerable danger when it comes to those backcountry mountainous areas. So if you plan on traveling, this extended warmth and sun is going to lead to that, even in the lower elevations. So check out the Northwest Avalanche Center for more information on those. If we take a look at our wind speed so far this morning, very low so far, so that is nothing to worry about at all. Fantastic to see as well. We've got conditions pretty low this morning. Cold day so far, but it will be warming up. So right now we're just around the freezing mark for a lot of our areas. Yakima 32, Ellensburg 28, Tri-Cities 29, Walla Walla 33. So chilly this morning, but look, we're going to be getting nice temperatures a little bit later on today. So lower 60s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing about mid to lower 60s. And in the Blue Mountain region, we're seeing upper 50s and lower 60s for the day today. Take a look at our temperatures for this evening. Once again, it's a clear and dry night, but we do have temperatures a little bit warmer, mid to upper 30s. Spring begins 4 days from now, and I think we're all looking forward to that. On our 7-day forecast, St. Patrick's Day is happening Sunday, and it looks beautiful outside, so it's a great time to get outside this weekend. Again, that spring starts on Tuesday, and temperatures are looking fantastic through there. They're going to drop down a little bit starting on Wednesday, but overall, it's looking pretty nice. That's our 7-day for Yakima. Here's Tri-Cities. We're going to be seeing mid to upper 60s through our weekend, 70s for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then temperatures cool back a little bit after that. For our 7-day forecast for Walla Walla, we're seeing a very similar story. Temperatures nice through the weekend, especially through the start of the work week. Chance of some showers popping up next Thursday, but we'll keep an eye on that. Have a fantastic, warm next couple of days. Temperatures are looking beautiful. Jessica?
Thank you, Riley. And the historic Craigs Hill in Ellensburg has been eroding over time, and now rocks are falling onto the road below. Yet government officials can't agree on who's responsible for making sure it's safe. The city of Ellensburg and Kittitas County have been in a dispute over tangled property lines on the slope for at least a year, and very little has been done to fix it.
The county has some ecology blocks and some barriers at the base of the hill to kind of capture and corral the material that's coming off of the hill. But in terms of doing anything physical to the hillside, nothing has been done yet.
Something should be done. Somebody needs to start accepting responsibility.
But Craigs Hill is tangled up in a citywide controversy over proposed changes at Reed Park. You can find that story on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. In education news, Pacific Northwest Christian College in Kennewick is once again on the move. The college has changed locations 7 times in the last 20 years. Now they're moving to the old Gulf Universe building about 2 miles along West Clearwater Avenue. But they're hoping this move will be their last. According to college president Bob Nash, the property owner offered to donate part of it and set up a lease-to-own plan for the rest. Nash says the offer came at the perfect time because PNWCC is growing fast.
Right now, our enrollment has doubled the last 2 years. Each year it's doubled, and will probably double again. So we are in a situation where we need space. We'll progress forward as fast as we can. Money permitting, our donations permitting.
Gulf Universe has moved to a new building on Edison Street, but the mini golf course is still at the old location. Nash says they're planning to eventually open it back up and use the income to help fund the college. And the Reach Museum is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Desert Fiber Arts Guild, featuring a guild exhibit in their rotating gallery. It's a collection of unique pieces. There are baskets, hand spinning and knitting is making a comeback, along with other fiber arts. There are several groups you can join if you're interested, and they're posted in the exhibit at the Reach Museum. In political news now, after a unanimous decision from the Board of Fire Commissioners for Walla Walla County Fire District 4, a levee lid lift will be placed on the August 6th primary. And that's the election ballot, and the reason for the lid lift is to help the district to high call volumes and the increase of costs to provide emergency medical services. According to the Board of Fire Commissioners, the current fire levy isn't keeping up with the district's annual costs to provide services. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, stamp collecting is a fairly well-known hobby, and the Holy Grail of stamps is now up for auction. Find out how much it's expected to go for next.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Tonight, there's a killer on the loose.
It was terrifying for all of us.
These girls, they just happened to cross the path of a serial killer. Highway Hunter. You have said you could feel the evil in the room.
The new 2020 tonight on ABC. When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all. Again. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan.
Let's roll.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 36 months on Frontier.
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show at R&R RV North Spokane, March 14th through the 23rd. Shop over 140 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show, March 14th through the 23rd, indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing, giveaways, and food vendors on site. Visit rnrrv.com.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, reliably fun, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the new 2024 Kia Soul LX at Overturf Kia. New Kia Soul LX models start at just $20,990. Choose from 6 at this price. Plus get 4.99% interest for up to 60 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out. The rarest U.S. stamp is expected to sell for millions of dollars at an auction. It's the 1868 1-cent Z Grill, which features a profile of Benjamin Franklin, the nation's first postmaster general. There's only 2 known copies, the other one held by the New York Public Library, and the one going for auction belongs to billionaire investor Bill Gross and is expected to sell for up to $5 million. That would make it the single most expensive U.S. stamp ever sold. The 1-cent Z Grill, first created in 1868, is known for its special grill pattern, which was used to detect stamp fraud. It'll be auctioned by Robert A. Siegel Auction Galleries this coming June. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, former President Donald Trump's legal team juggled a pair of motions in 2 separate cases yesterday, while President Biden and Vice President Harris hit the campaign trail. Also, the Biden administration is considering using the American naval base in Guantanamo Bay to process Haitian migrants.
In today's Tech Bites, more protection for your privacy while browsing online. Google is now adding real-time safeguards to hide the sites you visit in default and safe browsing modes. Until now, lists of potentially unsafe sites were only updated every 30 to 60 minutes. Reddit just rolled out a new ad format, which looks a lot like the posts made by its users. The free-form ads are designed to help advertisers launch products and maximize engagement. They will be labeled with the word promoted so that users can tell them apart from regular posts. Finally, Apple TV has a big gift for soccer fans. They can now watch all 14 Major League Soccer games this weekend for free. No season pass subscription needed. Those matches include Lionel Messi's Inter Miami game against DC United, although Messi might not play due to injury. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
No one wants to be my friend.
If I told someone, it would only get worse.
Scared to be alone. Scared for what's waiting for me around every corner.
I can't stand up for myself.
These are the stories of kids that were bullied. 1 in 5 have experienced this in school. So the NFL is working to give them the tools to create healthier relationships.
We've helped more than 2 million students. Together, we can help even more at characterplaybook.com.
Sore throat got your tongue? Mucinex Insta-Sue Sore Throat Medicated Drops. Uniquely formulated for rapid relief that lasts and lasts.
That's my baby!
Get Mucinex Insta-Sue. It's comeback season.
Halifax. Healthcare information.
Looking for a moisturizer that does more than just moisturize? Try Olay Regenerist for 10 benefits in every jar. Olay visibly firms, lifts, and smooths wrinkles by penetrating the skin to boost
I
regeneration
like to do it
at the surface cellular level. Try Olay.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden and Vice President Harris campaigning in Michigan yesterday while former President Trump faced a judge in a Florida courtroom. And the Biden administration may expand a Guantanamo Bay migrant center for a potential influx of Haitian refugees.
And more mild conditions, beautiful temps as we enter the weekend, sunny skies, low wind. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. The time is 5:30 on Friday, March 15th. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Riley, doesn't that tune to the intro just make you want to dance?
We
kind of do it when it's going on.
Yes, behind the scenes we are doing a little like groove almost every single morning.
I can't really dance, so mine's just kind of sitting in place.
Mine's a little, shoulder movement.
It's a little jig, yeah. We got it. We can dance. Not really.
And I will be. I was trying to make a joke, but it's not going to roll. I was going to say
we know you're funny,
into
Riley.
The weekend. Thank you, because
I like
beautiful
that. It's
conditions.
cute. Yes, it is. It's going to be sunny, right?
It will be so sunny, so nice outside. If you plan to get out, if you don't plan to get out, it's a great weekend to do anything. Let's take a look outside in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. We are seeing cold temperatures right now, but again, that sun is going to be coming out, and it will be, in fact, quite beautiful over the next couple of days. It's a cold morning, but we will warm up. Clear and dry skies are ahead, and 70s are on the way for us, so I think all of us are excited to see that. Our first alert radar is pretty much nothing's going on it so far this morning. But let's take a look at our temps so far. Cold, 33 in Walla Walla this morning, 29 in the Tri-Cities, 32 in Yakima so far this morning. We also have light winds, so those are nothing much to worry about as opposed to earlier this week. It was a little breezier, but nothing to worry about for your Friday or even heading into your weekend. For our daily planner, we are seeing the lower 60s in the Yakima area. Tri-Cities is seeing lower 60s as well. And for the Walla Walla area, upper 50s, lower 60s as well for your day. So have a fantastic Friday. I will send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. Now to the race for the White House. One presidential candidate on the campaign trail, the other in court. President Joe Biden traveling to several swing states critical to this year's general election as Donald Trump fights to dismiss the 4 cases that he faces this year. This happening just 2 days after both candidates clinched their party's presidential nomination. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest.
Stark contrast between the nation's 2 presidential nominees. President Joe Biden out on the campaign trail as former President Donald Trump sits in court. The president in Michigan Thursday meeting with local supporters and volunteers at a home in the state he won in 2020 by less than 1% of votes. It comes a day after his trip to the battleground state of Wisconsin, where he touted his infrastructure investment and slammed his November rival.
My predecessor is an ally and his allies in Congress, including your Senator Ron Johnson, who voted, he voted against the infrastructure law that funds this project. They want to undo everything I just talked about.
This as Vice President Kamala Harris toured a health clinic in Minnesota that offers abortion services, marking the first time a president or VP has ever done so. Democrats keenly aware voters have moved to protect abortion rights in all 6 states where it appeared on the ballot since Roe v. Wade was overturned.
How dare these elected leaders believe they are in a better position to tell women what they need, to tell women what is in their best interest.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump spent a day in court as his lawyers tried to convince a federal judge to throw out his classified documents case on grounds that the charges were unconstitutionally vague. The former president has denied any wrongdoing.
I had the right to do it, in my opinion, and in my lawyer's opinion.
But Judge Eileen Cannon, appointed by Trump, appeared skeptical of the defense and issued a ruling against Trump's request. She's still considering another one of Trump's motions to dismiss.
And in New York, the district attorney's office now offering to delay Trump's criminal hush money trial, set to start in 2 weeks. They say they just received thousands of pages of documents from the Justice Department and want to give Trump's legal team time to review them. And Senator Bernie Sanders has introduced a 32-hour workweek bill in the U.S. with no loss of pay. Sanders says his bill to establish a 4-day workweek is not a radical idea and would lead to a better quality of life for millions of Americans.
One of the issues that we have got to talk about is stress in this country. The fact that so many people are going to work exhausted, physically and mentally. And the fact that we have not changed the Fair Labor Standards Act. This was in 1940. We came up with a 40-hour work week. 1940. Who is going to deny that the economy has not fundamentally and radically changed over that period of time? So to suggest that we have to maintain what we put in place 84 years ago does not make a lot of sense to me.
Sanders is joined on the 32-hour Workweek Act in the Senate by California Senator LaFonza Butler and in the House of Representatives by California Representative Mark Takano. And around the world now, in a nearly unanimous vote Thursday, the Senate confirmed the U.S.'s first ambassador to Haiti since October of 2021. It comes as coordinated gang attacks have a grip on Haitian institutions and law enforcement. As tensions and violence escalate in Haiti, government officials are extending the western region's curfew until March 17th. A state of emergency was declared in the West region on March 3rd. It's scheduled to expire on April 3rd. The U.S. State Department is telling Americans to stay clear of the country. The unrest has caused tens of thousands of Haitians to flee their homes and potentially head towards the U.S.
People who I'd known that had lived their whole lives there and lived through a lot of the tough times were reporting to me that they'd never seen anything like what this became.
The White House is discussing ways to respond to a potential mass exodus from Haiti and may expand capacity at a Guantanamo Bay migrant center separate from where terror suspects are held. The UN plans to open an air bridge between Haiti and the Dominican Republic so aid and crisis management staff can safely reach Haiti amid the political crisis in the country. Russians are heading to the polls over the next 3 days for a presidential election that is set to hand Vladimir Putin a 5th term in power as he faces opponents carefully curated by the Kremlin who pose no real threat to his campaign. With most opposition candidates either dead, jailed, exiled, barred from running, or simply token figures, a victory for Putin, who has in effect been Russia's head of state since before the turn of the century, is all but guaranteed. Putin's re-election would extend his rule until at least 2030. Following constitutional changes in 2020, he would then be able to run again and potentially stay in power until 2036, which would see him secure his place as Russia's longest-serving ruler since Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. And Riley Fitzgerald returns now with a quick look at your forecast. Hey, Riley.
Hi, Jessica. More mild conditions. A beautiful, clear weekend is here, but we've got to get through this chilly morning first. I have more details coming up.
And still ahead, we spend hopefully a third of our lives asleep, which means it's important to find a good mattress. But that can also cost a lot of money, so we'll get into that next. And we'll be back with a few ways to get great sleep on a budget right after this.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 for only $629 a month from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Spring is in the air and creativity is blooming everywhere at Custer's 25th Annual Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Join us as 150 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcraft, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this a must-see event. Single-day admission only $8. Tickets on sale now at custershows.com. Custer's Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 483 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and the only critical access hospital in the state of Washington. For more than 75 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege, and we look forward to bringing you a new hospital in 2025. This is how we care.
Next ET, our Rita Moreno exclusive.
I got teary.
Her triumphant return to the Oscar stage, plus what the legend has never revealed until now.
It's embarrassing.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
The Centennial Trail. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In consumer news, sleep is one of the fundamentals of our daily lives, and if you're struggling to get a good night's rest, a new mattress may be the answer. Here's ABC's Melissa Adon with what to consider before making that big purchase.
In our busy day-to-day lives, it can be hard to get the at least 7 hours of sleep recommended for adults by the CDC, and your mattress can play a big part in making the most of the sleep you do get each night.
A good mattress is really going to affect the way that you sleep. Without a good mattress, you really can spend a lot of time tossing and turning.
Consumer Reports' Tanya Christian says it's important to do your research and try to narrow down your choices before you go shopping.
Some mattress stores, you are inundated with selection. So it's better to go in kind of knowing what it is that you want.
Consider what types of mattress best suits your needs.
For a side sleeper, most of the time you're going to want a soft or medium mattress. For a back sleeper, you're going to want something a little more firm. Obviously, if you're a couple, you want a pretty stable mattress so you don't get that bounce.
She says a quality mattress could last you nearly a decade, so you should think of it as an investment piece. But don't be tricked into thinking you have to spend a lot. It's more about how comfortable you feel than what you spend.
If you take a look at Consumer Reports ratings, you'll find that our very top mattress is close to $2,000, and then our second runner up is $800. What's important is that the mattress is doing what it's supposed to do in terms of giving you that relief on your spine. That could be $800, that could be $300.
When you get to the showroom, Christian says try out a mattress for at least 10 minutes and lie in all sleep positions to see how it conforms to your body. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
I always think it's funny when they tell you to try a mattress at the store because you know I'll be passing out on that mattress if I do that. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, social media platform TikTok stands on the brink of a forced sale after the House passed a measure that would ban the app unless it parts ways with its Chinese-owned parent company ByteDance. And it's 29 degrees out there, very cold, feels like 24 degrees. Riley Fitzgerald will have more in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
My French toast sticks are back, starting at $2.50. Now with a sweet new twist, cinnamon sugar churro. Dunk, bite, and savor them any time of day, or all day. It's totally up to you, only for a limited time.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Our goal is to be in this community in 50 years, in 100 years.
We're here to take care of this community that's taking such good care of our family. That's why we fully inspect our vehicles and certify everything, because it's just the right thing to do. It is kind of at the core of who we are, that we don't miss anything, that we catch every little detail. We have our customers' lives in our hands, so if they miss something, I mean, it's a huge deal. And so I give that speech to kind of every technician that comes through our doors so they understand how important their job is. The most important part of our certified process is the fact that you get full transparency. We're here to make sure that our customers feel confident and comfortable with the decisions they're making. Buying pre-owned with McCurley means your vehicle meets a higher standard.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
We're about to settle this once and for all.
Idol is serving up some of our best talent yet. And Sunday, the journey continues.
One of the most impressive things I've ever seen a kid do.
This is why we do this show.
With more heartfelt stories.
My dad suddenly passed away. I hope I do him proud.
You gave it all to us. And a fan favorite returns
6 years later
for another chance at stardom.
This is a really weird plot twist.
American Idol, new Sunday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Dog tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
All in the Family, Sunday night at 8 on MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities.
This weekend, March Mania is on at More Furniture. Get store-wide sale pricing, including our best sellers and newest arrivals. And you'll also get free white glove delivery and we'll subtract the sales tax. Get the furniture you love today on sale with additional special discounts. This weekend, visit morefurniture.com or your local showroom for details.
Next extra, the legendary Carol Burnett with Ricky Martin as her personal pool boy.
And then let's play doctor.
We hit the premiere of their deliciously fun new series about the haves and the have-nots of Palm Beach. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Mr. Box, I had this idea.
Is it giving people lots of great food for $6 and letting them choose between 2 delicious sandwiches? Great idea, Devin. Run with it.
That went well.
And you run and get my $6 Jack Pack.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Chilly start to our morning, dropping feels like 24 degrees out right now, so it's cold, but it will get warmer a little bit later on. We do have clear, dry, and warm skies today. 70s on the way starting this weekend into the start of the next work week. For our first alert radar, it is looking like nothing is going on, no precipitation, very few clouds that are making their way out of the area. On our futurecast today, I'm going to let this go by so we can see the zero change that it's happening. It's like nothing is happening at all on our futurecast over the next couple of days as we just experience this great push of unrelenting sun. It's great for us here in the lower elevations, but in the upper elevations, this can become a problem. There's a chance of backcountry mountain avalanches when the extended warmth and sun comes out. That leads to considerable to moderate danger for avalanches in the mountains, even in some of the lower elevations of the mountains. So check out the Northwest Avalanche Center for more information on the avalanche forecast. Right now in our region, we are seeing very low winds, so that's not a lot to deal with so far this weekend. Right now, temperatures are pretty low, just below freezing in some of our areas. Tri-Cities 29, Yakima 32, Walla Walla 33, Pendleton 34. So it is cool to start out your morning. Our highs today, we're seeing lower 60s to upper 50s today in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, mid to lower 60s today, and in the Blue Mountain region, upper 50s and lower 60s. Let's take a look at our temperatures for this evening. We have clear and dry conditions, and we are hanging around the mid to upper 30s just all across our region. So a little bit warmer, but not quite warm. Our spring begins 4 days from now. That's Tuesday for the spring equinox. Very much looking forward to those conditions coming around. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. For Yakima, we're seeing that St. Patrick's Day is on Sunday, and we have beautiful conditions for it. Through the weekend, upper 60s, lower 70s, heading into the start of next work week. Spring starts, as I said, on Tuesday, so fantastic conditions for spring to start on. Lots of sun. Our overnight lows are picking up as well, but then towards Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures are going to start to drop down a little bit, and that's the same story here in the Tri-Cities. We're seeing mid to upper 60s. And then start for the weekend, and then 70s to start out your work week. Overnight lows picking up and then dropping down just a little bit as we approach Wednesday, Thursday. Walla Walla, here in Walla Walla, same. We're looking at mid 60s for the weekend. So beautiful sunny conditions picking up to the 70s and then dropping a little bit as we approach this the middle of next work week. Have a fantastic Friday and enjoy this beautiful weekend that's on the way. Jessica?
Thank you, Riley. New questions this morning about whether TikTok could be banned in the U.S. Potential buyers are now coming forward. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest.
2 days after the House passed a bill that could ban TikTok in the U.S. unless its Chinese owners sell the app, potential buyers are lining up.
It's a great business, and I'm going to put together a group to buy TikTok.
Former Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin is among those gathering investors interested in the video sharing platform, which analysts say could fetch a price of more than $100 billion.
If this order goes through, it's got to be sold. I'm going to put up my hand and say I'll buy it.
Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary also throwing his hat in the ring. But many questions remain. Chief among them, will the Senate even take up the House bill? While senators from both parties agree that TikTok poses a significant national security concern because of its Chinese owner, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has not yet indicated whether he'll take up the bill. TikTok's CEO was on Capitol Hill yesterday.
I haven't heard exactly what we've done this wrong.
He insists TikTok keeps Americans' data on servers in the U.S. and says the bill that passed the House will hurt millions of people who make a living on the app.
If it's passed into law, this is a ban on the app in this country. It's going to impact 170 million Americans who use our app. It's going to impact 7 million small businesses.
Even if the Senate passes the bill and President Biden follows through on his pledge to sign it, analysts say the Chinese government would still need to approve the sale and would likely withhold much of the app's underlying technology. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it may just be the most New York thing ever, as one woman has revealed how she potty trained her pet pigeon so that she can take the bird with her everywhere she goes. We'll see what that's about next.
Say less, get more. Buy one, get one for $1. Choose from Bacon McDouble, McChicken, McDouble, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Colon cancer usually develops over time without symptoms, and screening is the best way to find the disease early. Learn more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Prosser Digestive Health Center at Prosser Memorial Health reminds us that colon cancer screening saves lives. This is how we care.
Tonight, there's a killer on the loose.
It was terrifying for all of us.
These girls, they just happened to cross the path of a serial killer.
Highway Hunter.
You have said you could feel the evil in the room.
The new 2020 tonight on ABC.
I've been with US Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. So they asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers, like up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, do you think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure too.
Introducing Us Days at US Cellular. Exclusive offers just for our customers. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun! Let's get scratching. Let's
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Here sits the McDonald's hash brown, the side that makes every breakfast sandwich better. Let's all be more like the hash brown.
Your breakfast favorites are even better with a rich, medium iced coffee for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
World News Tonight with David Muir, twice each day. Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look close to home. We're starting in the Kittitas Valley with conditions in the upper 50s, lower 60s. It's sunny and clear just about all across our region, and by just about, I mean literally all across our region. Just beautiful conditions. Lower 60s for our highs today in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're going to be seeing mid to lower 60s. Again, sunny and very clear for our conditions for today. In the Blue Mountain region, we're seeing from 54 in Heppner to 61 in Prescott and Waitsburg. So beautiful conditions there as well. Again, sunny and clear conditions across the entire board. I am looking forward to it. That's a look close to home. I'll have more coming up.
Thank you, Riley. And you're going to want to check out this next story. It's pretty funny. A little bird that's fallen out of the nest now has a mom showing her where to go. Literally. We're talking about a potty-trained pigeon. So here's ABC's Danny New with more.
Kevin McAllister may have been scared of a lady with pigeons at first, but millions of people on TikTok sure do love this Brooklynite and her purse pal named Pidge.
She's sort of a blend of a cat and a dog, but she's weirder and she flies.
She does like under her chin sometimes, like, yeah.
Abby here first met Pidge this past summer. She saw a baby Pidge all alone on the street and immediately called the local wildlife rescue. They said she was definitely too young to be out of the nest and that Abby could bring her into the shelter. But after taking her home first,
within probably 15 minutes, she was snuggling and cute and I couldn't get rid of her.
soon they became inseparable, and Abby started chronicling their New York journeys together in an immediately viral TikTok series. One commenter writing, "This is the life all pigeons deserve. Forget purse dogs. I want a purse pigeon." Abby and Pidge fly together, go on casual New York strolls together, and Abby says she's even trained Pidge to use the loo?
I can hold her over a toilet and she'll just go to the bathroom.
Millions of views later, Pidge may be New York's most famous pigeon. I love you. Oh, does not like the mic. But you better get that microphone out of her face.
She loves the camera.
I love that. And you know, you can just take the pigeons home.
Yeah. You can just put in your purse. Have several purses for the pigeons. There you go.
What a beautiful friendship that's been born.
Too cute. Now I want a pigeon.
Exactly. I don't know if my cats would like having a pigeon around.
My cat would claw at me and fight me and be a menace. Yeah. Well, Riley, how's our weather looking outside?
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I don't know if we're going to be seeing any pigeons. Do we have pigeons here in the Tri-Cities?
I've never seen one.
I'm unsure. Well, more mild conditions on the way. Beautiful temps as we enter the weekend. Sunny skies, low winds. More to talk about coming up.
Also coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, the body of a Kennewick man who went missing on New Year's Eve has been recovered. And one person has been hospitalized after being shot by a Yakima police officer. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now.